Okay, so can you just tell us like your name and what you do and stuff?
My name is Tanya DeGrand, and I'm a senior animal control officer for the city of Plano. I've been working here for over 7.5 years.
Good for you. Right, and we just have a few questions to ask.
Okay, so just to start out, what's the average length of stay for an animal?
Probably average would be about 2 weeks. It depends on the breed of the animal and type, but average probably about 2 weeks here.
About how many spays and neuters do you do per year?
I don't have a definite number, but I'm in surgery on Tuesdays and Thursdays with a vet, and we do about 25 to 30 on average every Tuesday, Thursday.
Wow.
Every day, every Tuesday, Thursday of the year. So that can give you an idea.
This is so busy.
Yeah.
You said like for the average length of stay, it depends on like the breed.
Mhm.
What's the most adoptable breed and like age, you guys?
I wouldn't say most adoptable breed because there's a lot of mixed breeds that come into shelters. Just it's very rare you find a purebred, but it's mostly the animals that are under 20 pounds that get adopted the quickest because a lot of people like smaller dogs rather than bigger ones. So like the pit bulls, because of their size, they don't want to adopt them, and because they have a bad reputation, they don't want to adopt them. So if you look around, we do have a lot of pit bulls just because it's hard to get them adopted.
Lexi.
I came in here and I was like, you have to promise not to let me take home a pit bull.
Yeah.
Can you explain more about like the bad rap a lot of dogs get and how that influences your adoption?
Yeah, the pit bulls have a bad rap because, people see them as trained for dog fighting, and it really depends on the person training the dog. So if they've never been trained for dog fighting, they're not going to be a dog fighting dog. And, it's just like, somebody can probably train a Chihuahua to be, a dog fighting, and they can be aggressive, and so when a pit bull bites you, it's going to be a bigger bite, but a Chihuahua may be more likely to bite you than a pit bull.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. People don't understand. So, like, with apartment complexes, they're like, no aggressive breeds. Like, okay, what's an aggressive breed? Because that Chihuahua over there almost ate me, but you would accept that Chihuahua. You know what I mean?
My first dog was a Chihuahua, and it was aggressive.
See? Yeah. So I'm not saying Chihuahuas are bad. I'm just using an example because it's a small dog.
It can
But,
happen,
you know what I mean? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to have restrictions. It really should be by personality of animal. Because there's some sweet Chihuahuas, there's some mean Chihuahuas, some sweet pit bulls, there's some mean pit bulls. All animals are the same. It just depends on personality, not breed.
So you said the dogs under 20 pounds are the ones that get adopted the most?
Yeah, just because they're smaller.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's why. Well, and if you think about it, a lot of people live in apartments. Apartments do have weight restrictions, has to be under 30 pounds or something, and so that's why they're a little bit easier. Because if somebody tries to adopt an animal from us, we ask, do you live in a house or home, or house or apartment? That's like my first question I ask people. Like, I live in an apartment, like, well, you can't have that pit bull. Well, why? I'm like, 9 times out of 10, your apartment's not going to allow you to have that. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to allow you to have that breed. We'll look it up for them online or call them. Some of them do, but very rarely. So that's also kind of why 20 pounds is easy to adopt, the smaller ones.
What's one thing you would like people to know about the shelter or just in general?
Yeah. Number one thing I guess I could call my pet peeve is people come in and they want to adopt this perfect animal, and they're not going to be perfect because we're a shelter. We don't get purebred dogs that have been treated medical-wise all the way up until the adoption. These animals, some have been abandoned, some have been neglected, some of them have been from cruelty cases, so they're not going to be the perfect dog. We do get perfect ones in here, but a lot of them are going to need help, and that's why people come to a shelter to adopt, is to help the animals. A lot of them have the mentality like, oh, we're gonna adopt dogs to be perfect and everything, and it's like, no, they need help, just like why we need help for people to adopt. So that's kind of a misconstrued. People think, oh, we're getting a perfect dog, it's not gonna have any worms, it's not gonna have fleas. Like, they will, they're a dog. It's it happens. And you gotta help us out by adopting, but you have to expect that the animal may need some medical help. It's not gonna be perfect. So.
Where do you get the majority of your dogs from?
Right now, we really get a majority from transferring them from other shelters that need help. So when they get full, they have to euthanize. They only at capacity. And so we transfer a lot from other shelters to help them out so they don't get euthanized. Some of them are really cute, like little Pomeranian dogs or anything, but they run out of room, So we transfer a lot. But other than transferring, it's going to be strays and owner surrenders. I think I would say it would probably be in order. Number 1 is transfers, number 2 is stray, and number 3 is owner surrenders. Just people who lose their job or family members die and they have animals left behind and no family members are able to take them. We end up with them, things like that. So And strays, of course, just animals running loose without any identification, or we can't find the owner. After 5 to 10 days, depending on if they have microchip or tag, they become our property, and then we put them up for adoption. So yeah.
So roughly how many pets get adopted yearly?
I don't have a number, but I have a percentage, and it's over 90% adoption rate
Oh
here.
wow.
If you look at a definition, if you do research and look online and say what the definition of a no-kill shelter is, it says you have to have an adoption rate over 90%. So technically we are a no-kill, but guess what? We're still doing euthanasias. So no, there is really no such thing as a no-kill, because you get injured animals come in and you have to euthanize. You get very aggressive animals you can't even touch come in that we can't adopt out. Animals with medical conditions that we know nobody will adopt, unfortunately, that will just humanely euthanize us. They don't sit here and not get adopted, things like that. But we still have 90% adoption rate, but like I said, they still have to euthanize. There's no way around it. Stuff happens. So, but about 90%.
That's really good. Where do the majority of animals that go to like pet stores and stuff come from? Because we actually called a pet store and they wouldn't
They don't give it, yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't tell us where they're from, and they wouldn't even really allow us to do an interview.
Yeah, it's from puppy mills, that's why.
Puppy mills.
It's because they have obviously a bad rep. As you can see, we have a lot of animals here that need homes. They're not helping us, help the ones that need homes. So we have an overpopulation of animals. And so, but yeah, most of those in the pet stores are going to be from puppy mills. Now, like PetSmart and Petco, they actually take some of our animals and have adoption there. So those are not from puppy mills, but some other ones, I'm not going to say their name, but you get the idea. The other pet stores, they usually get those from puppy mills. So.
And I recently was in a pet store, not buying, obviously,
Yeah.
just looking
Okay.
around, canvassing the area. And they had like a puppy sale going on, and they kept knocking down prices off dogs till they were taken. What happens to the dogs that don't get taken? Do they come
That's
here?
a good question.
Or?
I have not, in the 7.5 years I've been working here, I have heard of us getting some from a store that couldn't sell a puppy. So I don't know. My guess is because if you look up Missouri, the state of Missouri, that's the #1 puppy mill state. So most likely all those puppies are probably coming from Missouri. So I don't know if they have like an inventory thing, or if we can't sell them, we bring them back, or maybe ship them to another store. I don't know.
Okay.
That question I'm not sure, but I haven't in 7 years we've gotten something from a pet store. We haven't done that.
Okay.
We do inspections for the pet stores to make sure they're in compliance of cleanliness and health and things like that, but it's not illegal to sell them, so we just have to make sure they keep them healthy, that sort of thing.
Okay, so what is your probably like your favorite like dog or cat here? What's their name?
I don't know. I hate to say I don't really have a favorite, but it's because where I'm at, I'm only up front today.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
everything else, I'm doing background stuff because I'm a senior. I'm doing most of the paperwork, so I'm not really with the animals a lot. So I can't really tell you if I have a favorite one or not.
Okay.
It sounds bad, but really, no. I usually do, but I just haven't been involved with them too much. So,
Okay, cool.
but I mean, we can find one and we can take one out or whatever. So.
That'd be awesome.
Yes.
Like, this is so great. Like, thank you so much
Yeah,
for doing
no
this. We were like,
problem.
oh, we have to do something with animals. Thanks so
Okay.
much.
No problem.